Okay, so guys, welcome back to my channel. I literally want to do a new series that's called Creating My Ideal Life, but I want to do it in journal form. So literally I went to work today, so I never had time to vlog about this project, and I'm on my way shopping. So obviously I'm on my way shopping and I just thought, oh my god, I have not vlogged it. So today I woke up at 9 a.m. Like I set my alarm. I don't know if you guys can hear me. So I set my alarm and I realised that waking up at a set time is going to be so ideal for me. So I'm going to stick to waking up at 9 a.m. Okay, so guys, that was such a horrible intro. I'm struggling to get like really good lighting because of the time frame that we're in. It's now heading into autumn in the UK. I'm not sure when autumn starts, but I think it's maybe around now. I might look super crazy because after a long day shopping, after work, I've been rushing around everywhere and now I just look like trash. So my makeup might be a bit of a mess, like my makeup transferred onto my eyelid, which is so annoying. So the reason why I'm re-recording this video, I'm gonna still put the old clips on so you guys can see what my intro was, just in case I miss anything out. So it was a bit rushed and it was an idea of recording it outdoors, but I just felt like I needed to get as much good lighting as possible. So I'm sorry if my energy is a bit blah, deflated, but I thought of a new project. So I want to start a new project that's called Creating Your Ideal Life. So I want to do it in journal form and I want to keep you guys tuned in with my journey and reflect, so you guys can see me reflect on my life in certain aspects. Obviously life is so wide and you can't reflect on everything. You could, but I mean it might take a very long time. So I hope this lighting is a bit better. So yeah, so I woke up, had this idea and I thought, why don't I vlog it, why don't I journal about it? Maybe it will help me stay on track with it, because sometimes I start things and I can never finish them, or I start and then I start another thing again. And yeah, it's like I started another project on my channel about the autumn, I forgot what it was, the autumn self-love thing, and obviously now I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I'm not sure. Okay, so starting off, today is Friday the 7th of October and we're coming to the end of the day because in the UK it's like coming up to 10. It might already be 10 p.m. I'm not sure. I've lost track with time. Time just goes so fast. So when I woke up today, I woke up to my alarm. So I set my alarm for 9 a.m. because I had to get up for work. And usually I just, basically what usually happens to me is I usually wake up for the toilet naturally, and then I look at the time that on my phone for work. That reminds me I still need to put batteries in my clock, just to stop me from looking at my phone, because once I look at my phone, that's it. So go to the toilet. This is what I usually do. I go to the toilet, check my phone to see what time it is, to see how long I got left to go back to sleep. And if my alarm is due anytime soon, like 5 or 10 minutes or even half an hour, I cannot go back to sleep. So this time, at least I woke up 9 o'clock with my alarm, so that was good. So I had no choice but to get up because that's the time I need to wake up. And usually I set my alarm for 9:45, but I'm constantly trying to rush around to get ready on time. So yeah, that was an achievement. I did feel proud of myself because I was like, okay, I need to get up because I need to take my vitamins. So what I take is vitamin D and vitamin C. So I take the vitamin D tablet, which if you've watched my other videos, it's in a fizzy tablet form. So you put it in a glass of water and you drink it that way. I also take my vitamin C tea. So it's orange and blueberry. And I haven't vlogged about that. And that's meant to be really good for your immune system. So the problem with me is when I start these routines, so I had a week off from work, so I started this whole vitamin C tea and I've been drinking at a regular time. But because I have work, I'm always torn between, do I drink it at work or do I drink it after work? So the past few days I've been drinking it after work, but this time I was like, okay, 9 o'clock, I need to drink it before work. And that was a great achievement. So I did that. I I was so proud of myself for getting up at 9. I think I want 9 o'clock to be my new wake up time. I think I do. I don't know how long I'm going to stick to it, but I'm going to try. And the downside of waking up was I woke up to stress on my head, and that might be something I need to reflect on, because that was such a horrible feeling, because I was having a good dream. That's another thing I want to work on. I want to start sleeping at a good time, so if I'm having a good dream I can enjoy it. And yeah, back to what I was saying. So yeah, so I woke up to stresses of the world, and that was such a horrible feeling, I was having because I was having a good dream. It's almost like I was enjoying that dream. The dream was so good that when I realized I was dreaming, I was just like, don't know if I want to face the stress of my life. So I'm going to leave the stresses of my life until another reflection journal to dive into that, because that means I need to figure out what's stressing me out and stuff, which I'm not going to do on this recording. I might talk about it later, who knows. But for now, I'm not going to talk about it. And talking about the dream, I feel like, when it reminds me of when I was little and had school, and then my mum would wake me up about 8 o'clock. I think it was 8 o'clock anyway. And I was having such a good dream, and you can just hear your name being called. I could hear Tanya, Tanya, and you're enjoying this dream, and you can hear someone calling you. And eventually you wake up, but you're so mad. Like, I wasn't mad at her, but inside I was so mad because I couldn't remember the dream. I couldn't finish it. Oh, I could remember the dream because my memory is so much better than when I was a kid. But I couldn't finish the dream, and that annoyed me so much, and I was enjoying it. It was a good dream and I didn't want to wake up from it. So that reminds me of that. So that's a good reminder for me to start trying to go to bed a bit earlier, which is difficult for me, but we're going to try and work on that. And yeah, so definitely get better sleep. I don't know if I was having a good dream. I don't know if it was a good dream just because my alarm went off. It could be the same concept. Who knows? I don't know how dreams work. So that's one thing. Also, I have this thing that when I'm getting ready for work and I'm having my breakfast and my vitamin D tablet, so I always like to watch a bit of YouTube. So I like to watch a bit of YouTube, and I was watching a YouTuber. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Irida. So it's IRIDA. I will mention or write a name in the video or put it in down below. I was watching her video, and it was, I think, her morning routine. And the first thing I noticed was the time she wakes up. She wakes up at like 5 a.m. and I just reflected on that, and I just thought, don't think I could get up that early. I mean, if I had to get up early for, I don't know, a interview or a flight or something, probably I would do it. But getting up at 5 a.m. is just not for me. I mean, I go to bed late, so getting up at that time, it means I'll get like probably 3 hours sleep or something. So that wouldn't work for me. But it's amazing how she could wake up and see the autumn skies. So that was nice and inspiring, but I don't think I could do it. I don't think it's for me. I mean, one day I would do it, maybe, who knows. But I've got to have a big reason to do it, and even then I don't even want to get out of bed, because with me, the earlier I've got to get up is the later I'll go to bed. It's really weird. I don't know why I do that. I think it's because I just want to be a night owl all my life. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing, let's go into shopping. So, one of my pet peeves is when something at home is running out, or it's run out, and another thing hasn't been brought to replace it. That is one of my pet peeves. So, obviously today I went shopping to get some food, but one of the main things I had to get was some baking paper and some kitchen foil, because I freaked when I couldn't find anything. I was just like, oh my god. Obviously there was some cling film, but like I had nothing to put in the oven. Like, I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And obviously I had work, so like I found some like baking paper, at least like a little small piece, but I was just like, oh my god. So I'm so happy that I went shopping today, because I got a few things. So I managed to get a birthday card. I managed to get a few things for dinner. I managed to get the baking paper and the kitchen foil, like I just said, and just some biscuits because oh my god, I haven't had any biscuits for a while. And like when I have like a hot drink, I can't wait to have my biscuits with my hot drink and my vitamin C tea. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yeah, I love to have my biscuits with my tea, so can't wait for that. You gotta be all cozy for autumn. Also, I want to reflect on my Instagram stories, so I keep posting food on my Instagram stories late at night, and it's making me so hungry. So because it's autumn, it's really making me want to eat loads of warm food. So I'm feeling like really inspired to eat things like spaghetti bolognese and stuff like that. So today I had fish cod and mashed potatoes with steamed veg. So I had a bit of sweet corn, asparagus, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, and broccoli, and yum. Like like yum, I was so excited to eat it. Like this is such a good feeling because I create like mood boards of foods that I want to try, and when I do I'm just like yes. Like I'm becoming so greedy for food now. Like I would be thinking about food all day, like literally. Okay guys, so I really want to try cooking spaghetti bolognese but with pasta, because I feel like I can't really recall me cooking spaghetti bolognese ever in my life, but I swear I remember cooking the beef. So I must have done it, but I just can't remember it. I must have done it like a one-time thing. So I really want to experience doing that, but I want to try it with pasta. So I'm really curious. So if I ever do that, guys, I would definitely vlog it for you. So guys, one of my goals is to start working on dressing better. So I've obviously figured out that some of my clothes do not fit me well. So I ordered a couple of jeans from Boohoo that I definitely want to sell on Vinted, but I'm unsure about how much to price it to. So obviously they fit too big, and I really regret not returning them because I thought they were fine, and then wearing them I realised they were not. So I'll have to see what happens with that, but hopefully I can sell those clothes because I really cannot fit into them well anymore, and I want to buy some new ones that fit me better. Also, I want to do a podcast. So I've never done a podcast before, but I definitely want to do a podcast talking about self-love. So I definitely want to do a podcast talking about self-love and talking about my journey with that. But obviously it would be my first time doing a podcast, so I don't know how I'll go about doing it in terms of like what do I talk about, how can I inspire others, what's my aim behind it. So I'll have to see what happens with that, but definitely that podcast will fit into my life purpose because I just love to inspire people, and I can't wait to target it to the right audience and hopefully help someone out there. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you want me to do more videos like this, then please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.